everyone, it's Ray Gaucher back with you once again. Welcome to another edition of After God's Own Heart. I do apologize for the last video. It was really dark, wasn't it? But it was done in the back of the truck. I didn't have a whole lot of lighting, so what can I do? I wanted to give you an update on how things are going with me. For the last 7 days I've been going through a bit of a trial, and I think a lot of it was an answer to prayer, to be honest with you. Last week I prayed that the Lord would give me a thirst for righteousness, that He would change certain things in my heart, and I think He's doing just that. And the trials are never fun, they're never easy, but they are a learning process. And I'll give you an example. When you buy a home, no matter what kind of a home you get, it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be there always needs to be some kind of work done to it. But when you have a home that hasn't had a whole lot of work done in it for a long time, you know, it's a real fixer-upper. Maybe it's a heritage home, and a lot of renovating needs to be done so the house is livable. You need to hire a carpenter, somebody who knows what they're doing. You can do it yourself, but chances are the repairs aren't going to get done right. That's why you need to hire a professional. And once that professional gets into that home, he starts to remove the old wood and maybe the mold on the walls and maybe the old flooring. The light fixtures, the new lighting needs to be changed in the home. And it's a lot of work that's involved. And by the time all that work is done, the carpenter hands you the keys and says, "Here you go, but here's the key." Nice pun, Ray. But here's the key. You have to have a caretaker to keep this home up to par, because it's a lot of work to keep this home up to par. And that caretaker in our life is the Lord. Our carpenter in our life is the Lord. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in me, and I see Him doing more and more every day. There is a lot of weeds that need to be out of my garden that need weeding. And some of those roots are pretty deep. And when He pulls those roots, those weeds out, they hurt. Some of them really hurt. There's other days that are easier, some other days that are more harder, and a lot more difficult. So, I am literally seeking after God's own heart right now, and His strength and His wisdom, and so much right now. And I wanted to encourage you, if you watched the last video, if you're wanting to make certain changes in your life, if you want the Lord to make those changes in your life that are necessary, and I'm sorry if I'm blinking a lot, it's really bright here. Be careful what you ask for, you might get it. Especially if you ask the Lord to change things in your life. Especially if you ask Him to do a complete renovation on you. He's gonna do it if He knows that you mean it with your whole heart. And those renovations could take a while. They may go smoother than you think, or there's a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of walls got to come down. You know, there's holes in the walls. There's some joists in that home might be a bit rotted and they need to be renovated. And you may have to call in Mike Holmes to help out. I don't know. But there's a lot of things in my life that were never addressed, from past pain, from past hurts. And right now I feel like He's doing, there's two main things that I'm noticing that He's doing in my life right now. One, He's giving me incredible patience, and He's also giving me a lot of understanding. But right now, the patience is the biggest thing right now that I feel like He's doing. He's building patience in me, and we can never have too much patience. I thought I was a patient guy, but I guess He thinks I need to be more patient for what's coming up in my future. I need to be a whole lot more patient. I don't know. But you know what? I have my prayers. I prayed for the Lord to make these changes in my life because it's necessary. Because I have some, you know, there's goals that I have. And I want to be my very best. And I want to have everything in my life God-centered. So if you've asked the Lord to make changes in your life and you're going through a really tough time, there's even going to be times where you feel totally alone. But don't worry, He's there. He's your comforter. He is right there with you. Sometimes we have to feel alone so we can, dwell and think about, maybe not necessarily dwell, but we can, what's a better word for it? Meditate on what God is doing and how awesome He is. And we can look and see deep down inside what are the things in our life that need to be changed. And sometimes it's always good too to find places to be quiet where you can listen to what the Lord is trying to tell you to do to help make these changes. So I encourage you to keep it up, keep strong, okay? And I'll keep you up to date on how my walk with the Lord is doing. God bless all of you in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now. Yeah, this time it's no Rick Sullivan Ippy. Bye-bye. That was a little embarrassing. Bye.